Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Chantel. I am here today to give you a tutorial for my everyday makeup routine. Super quick and easy. This is literally my go-to. I've been getting a lot of requests for it, so I figured I would give people what they want. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll make some more videos like this. Yeah, thanks for watching. First, I'm going to apply this Palmer's Cocoa Butter Lip Balm. This is my literal favorite lip balm in the entire world. Then I'm going to take Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in Light Medium, and I'm going to apply it under my eyes in a triangle motion to conceal my dark circles because you know I don't get enough sleep. Then I'm going to put a dab on the tip of my nose for highlight. Then I am going to blend up onto my eyelids to conceal all my veins and make it look super even. I don't use eyeshadow primer during the day, so this is my substitute. I'm going to cover up all my blemishes and make sure my skin has a good foundation before I start putting on my foundation. I'm going to be using MAC Studio Fix in NC37. I take one little squirt of that and then I add a little teeny pump of this NARS Luminous foundation in Syracuse. This just gives my foundation a little bit of depth. I'm going to mix those and start by applying at the lower jawline, working my way up and blending into my concealer. It might seem a little dark at first, but I like it to match my body because my face is a little bit paler. So I'm going to make sure to blend really well and up onto my eyelids and down onto my neck as well. I'm not going to put it on my forehead because I use just a darker foundation.
Well, you ain't got love to love, you ain't got love to fuck, girl. I'm just trying to say I'm from the city, oh. So don't believe what they say, just believe what they do tell. You can tell this.
Now I'm just taking this NARS in Syracuse and I'm going to take one pump and just apply all over my forehead, blending up into the hairline and down into the rest of my foundation. Then I'll blend this darker color foundation anywhere that I'm going to apply bronzer. I use the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit and a small shading brush I'm going to use to contour. I contour my nose in like an H kind of motion, and then I use this brush also to define my cheekbones. Then I use it to do a crease in my eyelids. I don't like to wear eyeshadow during the daytime, so this is a great substitute. Then I'm going to take this larger brush and I'm going to blend my bronzer up and out. It might seem like you're using a lot at first, but it's really important for the contour to have enough. And especially in photos, it always looks a lot lighter than it actually is. And then once it starts to set, everything blends really nicely. So don't be scared of the bronzer. Then I'm going to apply the bronzer to my forehead. I put the most here because it's the darkest part of the face. It gets the most sun. So I put a lot of bronzer on my forehead, blending into the hairline and down towards my cheekbones. Next, I'm going to apply the bronzer to my jawline and to the bottom of my chin. I'm also making sure to blend it down to my neck because we want to match. We don't want to be out here looking crazy, guys, so make sure you blend everything to match. Next, I'm taking the same brush I used for my foundation and I'm using that Studio Fix with the lighter color and I'm just dabbing under my eyes to set the concealer with the foundation and make it matte and make it closer to the rest of the color of my face and not so white.
Cause you heard it all. Girl, I can change your life. We heard it. We heard it.
I am also going to use the same color and just make my jawline more defined and contoured with this lighter color.
Say I'm from the city, oh.
Now Now for brows, I use this NYX Cake Powder in Taupe and Ash. I'm going to brush up my eyebrows with a spoolie, and then I'm going to start by applying the darker color of this eyebrow powder from the center out, and then working my way towards the front. I like to do really natural brow in the day, so I just add a little bit of powder where I have sparse areas and blend it out. Just brush them out and make sure everything blends. You don't want it to look too dark or unnatural. And voila. And for the highlight of my routine, I'm using this Victoria's Secret highlighting powder, which they don't make anymore, and I want to cry about it, but there's a lot of alternatives. I'm just applying this to the top of my cheekbones and under my eyebrows. Don't be scared, you want to shine bright on your haters. So apply that generously. Then I'm going to apply it to the tip of my nose with my finger so it's more concentrated, and to the inner corners of my eyes to give me that wide-eyed look. I'm also going to apply it to the bridge of my nose with the brush and to my cupid's bow and lips. Now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes, nothing special over here. Now I'm just applying a light brown eyeshadow under my eyes. This one is really old, so I don't know what it's called, but it is just light brown with a little bit of shimmer. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of freckles with this Lancome Eyebrow Felt Tip Pen. I like this because you can make your freckles all different shapes and sizes. This is like really light application. This is not my full process, but this is something I do really quickly for an everyday thing. Now for mascara, I'm using They're Real by Benefit. It's my fave. I'm just going to apply a light coat on the top and bottom. I really love wearing false lashes these days, but sometimes in the morning I just don't have time and I don't want to stress myself out if I mess up the glue or something like that. And to set it all in place, I'm using NYX's setting spray in the dewy finish. It's my absolute fave. And there you have it. Finished look. Highlighter on 1000 watts. Yeah, so that's my daytime look. Super quick and easy. It's my go-to. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure you tune in next week to see how I go from this look to my nighttime look with a few easy steps. Hope you liked it. CeeJay out.